Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to do that card. If you remember a little while ago, I will link it right here. I did the washi tape card that my camera died, so you didn't get to see the full process of it. So I'm going to do that today. And I have these 3 washi tapes that I'm going to be working with. So this is seriously such an easy way to add a huge punch to your card. The most important thing is the very first washi tape line that you do, you just need to make sure that it is straight. So what I do is I line it up with my grid mat over here at the bottom and then one of the sides. And then I find where I want to place this. So I guess I will place this down on that line there. And there's that line, so that makes it straight. And I wrap it around the back and the inside of the card. People know that this is a handmade card, so it doesn't bother me. You can cut it off if you want. And then the next is take your next color. I think I'm going to do gray as my next color. And you butt this right up against that line, and that's why it's important that you have that line straight, because if you don't, then the rest of it is all going to be kind of off as well. And then the green one. And you can do as many or as little as you would like. I'm just going to do 3. I used 2 last time, so, and there is that. Okay, so I'm going to put this little tree here, and this is a really intricate tree, and I picked this to show you that you can do crazy intricate chipboard items, or if you don't have a chipboard item, you can put a bunch of cardstock together like with a die and make it thick. You just want something that's thick. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is take this chipboard item here and paint it white. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I always start from the bottom up, and I just find where I want the bottom to match up with the line here. And then you start, and I wrap this in the back a little ways. And then where it starts to curve, I like to cut this here. And then just kind of cut a little slit. Let me show you. And then however it's going to wrap around, doesn't matter, you won't see it. The only thing you have to make sure is that it's not too long and hangs over the edge. And you cut that part off. So that's the beginning of the tree. Okay, so I'm going to start with the gray next, and I have to have a little bit of a longer piece so that it can go all the way over onto the branch over there and all the way to the branches over here. Because we're continuing that line, I like to just flip it over. I think it's easier to work with. And you kind of follow the curve of that tree to take off the excess. And then I like to take a couple little snips where it's going to bend, and then push that up. And then of course into the corners you want to go all the way to the edge, snip those so they go up. So we're going to cut all the way to the edge here because we know that that's a corner. And then this one actually, we got to cut into this corner as well, so it'll bend up. You're trying to make it so that it'll bend around the tree. You don't want it sticking out. And then here, this bends and there's no real like corner, so we're going to take and snip these little pieces here. This one goes all the way to the corner, snip, and then pull it up. And I like to just kind of push it with my finger, push it back on the back, and then I like to take my fingernail and kind of burnish the edge in there like that. And this is a really intricate one. The other one wasn't as intricate as this one. But I wanted to show you guys that you can do it with literally almost any shape. Okay, so there is our tree, and I'm going to use Tombow Mono multi-glue for this, and I want to use this so that I can get on all the branches on top of that washi to make sure that it stays down. Okay, and then I am going to make this into a cutesy Halloween card. I love how it has a bunch of white on it. So I'm going to use this spider and Hallow Scream from the Ghoul Friends stamp set. Okay, so I just have this. This is grape jelly from My Favorite Things. I'm going to stamp this little spider, and then I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to place it on foam adhesive, and just place that right there. And then I have the Sentiments Hallow Scream. Ink that up with some VersaFine ink. And then the final touches, I have some enamel accents. This is in black. And I don't know why my black does this, but it always is like spewing out. But my white doesn't do that, it's only the black. Two little eyes. And then place a couple dots. All over the tree branches. And that finishes our card for today. So I hope you got inspired to go and break out your washi tape and create something that's perfectly imperfect. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.